Bitcoin is buying aggressively this week. If you watch my last video about Bitcoin last week, you will find out that we already analyzed the market and we anticipated for the Bitcoin buy this week. So yeah, and now Bitcoin is buying very aggressively. So as a trader, is it too late to start entering for a buy? So now let's see what Bitcoin is heading to and where should we be concerned. Is it too late to jump in a trade now, or is there still hopes for those that are not yet in a trade yet? All right, so last week, okay, let me draw this here. Okay, so last week Bitcoin was around this level here, between this level to this level here, and it was between these two levels. So last week when we analyzed the market, we anticipated that Bitcoin is going to buy to this 122, 123 level. So we said provided that Bitcoin breaks this resistance level and close above this level, then Bitcoin is obviously going to buy to 122, 123. And now this week we can see that Bitcoin obviously broke this level, this resistance level, and close above it, and you can see the next candle they are moving aggressively upward. You know, it's very important to really have the knowledge about trading. Trading becomes easy when you have the right knowledge, when you understand it. Unlike just trying to guess work. When you are trying to guess what the market is about to do without the right knowledge, you always find it that difficult. So what I'm trying to say is that always try to get the knowledge, even in life, in your business, whatever you want to venture into. It's always advisable to first of all get the knowledge, get the training, get the knowledge. It will become easier and less difficult than we thought it might be. So same with trading. Trading is just like any other business you can venture into. You don't just venture into any business without having the right knowledge and skills first. Same with trading. Get the knowledge, get the training. Once you have the knowledge and in training, then you can venture into trading. So last week we analyzed this market and we anticipated for the buy. So what were the reasons why we bought Bitcoin? We have many conferences. We have conferences that prove to us that Bitcoin is going to buy, and then this is on the daily time frame. If we should go up to the weekly time frame to see the overall market trend, you can see that Bitcoin, this is an uptrend obviously, because a bullish trend consists of higher highs and higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, and you can see that on this weekly trend the market is obviously buying. So last week I did a video about this, so you can go back to the video. The full video is on YouTube. You can click the link on my bio to watch the full video and get better understanding of why is Bitcoin buying. Our analysis was right and our bias was right, and we bought, we made profit, and Bitcoin is still going to buy till, let's say, 122, 120, 121. Okay, so going down to the daily time frame. Scroll down to the daily time frame, you can see that let's check the market structure. What is the market structure for Bitcoin? You see this impulsive move to the upside here, then the retracement back to the downside, making the impulsive leg and the retracement, then you see the impulsive leg again. But now after market broke this break of structure, breaking the previous high, forming a new high, so Bitcoin tried to pull back to this level here. And then this level was a resistance, was a previous level. So this became a support. So this was a resistance at this level, resistance here, now forming a support. Okay, let me take this off for you to better understand what I'm trying to say. Let me take this off. Okay, and let me draw this so that you can better get what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, this look more clearer now. So you can see that Bitcoin made an impulsive move at this level here, then retraced to this level down here. So this was the impulsive leg and the retracement, then the next impulsive leg. So if we should compare this previous impulsive leg to this impulsive leg, you see that it is not as full as this leg, because this is just like the half of this move here. The move here, this was just like the half, so it hasn't really completed the move to the upside yet, if you should measure this impulsive leg. But when Bitcoin got to this level, you can see that it traced back to the downside, and then this was a resistance level, now becoming a support. So the next, Bitcoin tried to move upward again, making a new high, but we can see that this previous level here, this high here that broke this previous high, becomes a resistance, making it a double top. So this becomes a resistance. So Bitcoin found it difficult to break this level here. So this level was now a resistance, which drove Bitcoin to the downside. But if you look closely, this is the low. Alright, so this high haven't been broken yet. So basically this low isn't a valid low yet. This is a valid low because this high has been broken. So this high haven't been broken yet. So this low isn't a valid low. So though Bitcoin broke this low, but this isn't the valid low yet. So basically this is still an uptrend, because this is the higher the low, and this is the high. This is the low, high, higher low, higher high. This is not yet. This is an higher high, but it's not yet valid until price breaks this previous high, then forming a new high. Then this low here becomes valid. So until then, this is still an uptrend. Until then, this is still an uptrend on a daily time frame. So, which means Bitcoin is still buying. This is just a super liquidity, retesting this level here, this previous resistance and a support level here. So this was a resistance here, resistance now, retesting as a support level. On my last video, if you go to my last video on last week about Bitcoin, if you click the link in my bio to watch the full video on YouTube, you can get the better explanation I made there about whenever price breaks previous resistance and retesting it again, making it a support. That levels always hold. It's always a valid level, especially if it's on a higher time frame. Whenever price breaks a previous resistance, now retesting it as a support, especially if that level is forming on a higher time frame, that makes it a very valid level. So when I saw Bitcoin retesting this resistance now being a support, I then knew that this is gonna be a very valid level here, and it's gonna hold. So that's when I anticipated for a buy. So I waited for Bitcoin to give me a confirmation, because just because price is retesting a level that you know is gonna hold doesn't mean you should jump on a trade just like that. So you gotta wait for confirmations. So you should have your entry confirmation, your trading plan, what you need to see before entering a trade. So whenever you see your setup forming up, there's always have to be a particular confirmation you need to see first before entering a trade. So if you don't know about that, you can apply for the training and mentorship, then get the proper knowledge about how to properly enter a trade and exit a trade without blowing your account every time. So trading is all about having the right knowledge and the skills, the disciplines, the psychology, and the risk management. So when you are applying that in your trading, you find out that you won't have to be losing so much money to the market. So it's not all about flipping. It's taking quality trades and making good profit without having to stress yourself to drain your psychology and your mindset. So waiting for the confirmation. Basically, this bullish candle here was the confirmation I needed. So we saw that when Bitcoin dropped to the downside, pushed to the upside, this level here rejected this level here, because this is a resistance level. This was a support level here, a resistance here, and now a resistance here. So we see that this level drove price back to the downside to retest this previous resistance that's now in support now. Then we see price returning back to the upside, retesting this level here, then pushing it to the downside. So we saw that during last week, price was reacting strongly to this level and this level here. So price was reacting strongly to this support and resistance during last week price movement. So let me show you. Okay, right, you can see clearly now. So price was reacting very strongly to this support and resistance level here. So yeah, as a good trader, you should just be scalping out this level, taking a buy here, then taking profit here, then a sell to this level here, then a buy to this level here, then a sell. Basically, this is just a demand and supply level. So price was just buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, then buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, and buying. So you see that just this basically between this support and resistance level, which is the supply and demand level, we saw that price was just buying and selling throughout last week until finally Bitcoin broke the level on the daily time frame. We broke this resistance level here, then closing above the level. Because on my last video I said if Bitcoin can break above this level and closes above the level, then the next target should be, and I said that this is gonna be a problem for Bitcoin, because this level here is also a strong resistance level which can influence price movement. It can basically drive price to the downside temporarily until maybe price gather enough momentum to finally breaks the level again, then heading to 122, 121, 123 level. So yeah, so this is what Bitcoin is doing now. Basically, Bitcoin is really doing what we anticipated for. So is it too late for now for you to jump into a buy for Bitcoin? No, it's not too late. You can always enter for a buy, but be very, very cautious of the level you are about to enter a trade, enter a position, because Bitcoin is at a very critical and concern area, which is a resistance level here. So this is a resistance level here. So you have to be cautious about this level, because this level basically held in the last price movement. If you check back to the last price movement, so that this level was a support here. That price bounced off many times, breaking the level, retesting it as a resistance, breaking to the upside, retesting as a support. Then the next pull back, it broke the level straight up. Then in the next trying to pull up again, so that level influenced price, pushing it further to the downside. So this is a strong support and resistance level. This was a strong support level, now a resistance level. So basically it should influence price, at least drive it back down to this level. At least this resistance should be able to drive price back to this level, or to this previous support that is now a resistance and now a support now. So maybe Bitcoin, one thing you should also know about this price action is that the market doesn't move in a straight line. Despite the fact that you know that Bitcoin is going to buy, it doesn't mean you just start going upwards straight up in just one straight line. What price always do is that you always move in the up and down movement. It doesn't just go straight up. It goes up, it comes down. For instance, maybe this is what I mean. Whenever price is moving, it doesn't just move up to the upside like this. It could just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So basically that's how price move. It doesn't just move straight up in a day. So sometimes the price action, the target you are expecting for could take days, because this is a daily time frame here. This is a daily time frame, so you don't expect price to just move from the level it is now just to the 1 to 122, 123 in just one day. It can happen here if there's enough momentum in the market, enough volume, price can push up straight up like that. But still, you should also consider this is a daily time frame, and every candlesticks forming here takes about a day, 24 hours to form fully. So this candle took a day to form, this candle took a day to form, the next candle took a day to form, this other candle took a full day to form. So every candle you see here took a day. Every candle you saw here, every candle you are seeing here took a day to form. So now basically means before price will from this level here to this 122 level, it's gonna take days. So if you're not a swing trader, and if you're just a day trader or a scalper, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be expecting to enter a trade till price get to this level here. You can enter a short buy in your day trading or your scalping. You can enter a short buy at least here. So now this is we are already in the weekend. So basically between next week we should be expecting Bitcoin to be at 122, 123, 122, 121k. So yeah, that's just for Bitcoin. If you scale down to the lower time frame, let's scale down to the 4-hour time frame. If you scale down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see here Bitcoin is really moving in bullish trend. Let me take this off for you so better understand. This was a short buy I took this week. So the short buy I took this week, if I scale down to 30 minutes time frame, you can get a clear picture of alright. So the short buy I took this week, you can see how price moved. Like I said before, price also moved in a straight line. You can see that Bitcoin was just going up and down, went up, came down, up again, down, then breaking this level. Then you can see that it went straight up again, down, up. So see that price was just moving up and down, and that's as it's gonna be moving until you get to where it's heading to. So as a smart trader, you should know when to enter a trade and exit a trade. If you are being too greedy, maybe by virtue of entering this trade and you're hoping to take a profit at this level here or hopefully in 122, you can see that you will get stopped out from this trade. So as a smart trader with the right knowledge, with the right skills, you should know when to enter a trade and exit a trade. So there's a difference between just analyzing the market and knowing when to enter and when to exit a trade. So that's why it's very, very important to always get the knowledge first. Get the knowledge first, yeah. So you can see the reaction on this resistance level. You can see the long wick rejection on this level here. This is a very long wick rejection here. Price rejected this resistance level here. So this is gonna drive price to the downside, maybe to this level, or to retest the EMA, then continue bounce to the upside. So we don't know, but we are still watching. Whatever Bitcoin will do, we'll watch, and whenever we get a clear entry, we enter the market again and continue riding on with the market. So yeah, that's just it for Bitcoin. Cheers, guys.